Good morning. It's Nick Markey here, physical therapist and online fitness coach here, going on my morning walk. My little buddy Stickers. Oops. So today I wanted to talk about a little self-serving topic. 3 reasons you should consider online fitness coaching, as a client. I think the number one would be flexibility. You don't have to necessarily go to any specific spot to meet with your coach or trainer or whatever. Like you don't have to meet. I set up times to meet with my clients, virtually, via Zoom, but we don't have to meet in person, so there's no travel time, right? Which, if you at least live in Wilmington, and you're traveling across town, may be something that could affect you. So definitely the flexibility, and also, being able to set up, for me in particular, setting up, the program, whatever kind of exercise prescription makes sense, and then being able to kind of complete it on your own time, as opposed to, again, having to go and do it at a certain time. So all my online clients, they all work out at different times, and sometimes, within each client, they have to exercise or do the workouts within, different times of the day on different days. So the flexibility to that, and that kind of dovetails into, I think, the education component. Since you're learning a lot, of your own consistency, instead of having to, rely on, somebody standing over your shoulder telling you XYZ. I try to focus the attention on, one, the programming that makes sense in terms for them, for their goals, but also, the time that they may have, and also, if obviously life gets in the way sometimes, unfortunately, so being able to make little adjustments when needed to still get something done, but sometimes it's not going to be perfect, but 1 is always better than 0. And then if you kind of look at it in the long run, you want the person to be consistent in the long run, and being able to adapt to the circumstances of life, and sometimes having changing times and priorities. So I think basically kind of developing that, self efficacy is a nice fancy word, but basically the self-reliance. I'm a big proponent of that. And then that also dovetails into the third point, and I'm sure there are more, but these are kind of the main ones I would focus on. The educational component. So so when I check in with my clients, I'm not, necessarily doing, we're not doing a Zoom workout, okay? The workouts and exercise is for them to, like I said on point 2, gradually build up around their lives, build into their lives. But the education component is an important piece, learning what we're doing and why, so if I have a client who wants, their main goal is they want bigger biceps, of course, right? It's beach season soon. Maybe we'll be able to go outside. And, understanding, what kind of programming exercise-wise would make the most sense for something like that, and why. So then, hey, if their goal shifts, they can kind of go, okay, well, I want to actually work on my calves now, so, or I want to focus more, put my calves at a higher priority. So what do I need to shift, over there? So if, they have a better understanding, as opposed to just like, if you show up, and it's not that a personal trainer that you meet in person can't do this. I just don't really ever see it being done. But, if you understand, what you're doing and the programming, then when you have shifting priorities and ideas, then you could easily, or not easily is not the best word, but you could be more ready to, alter things, maybe without having had, that experience before, right? So you just kind of apply the principles of the how to do that. And then also the education around all the other stuff related to health. So, you've got kind of the 4 main lifestyle factors. You got sleep, stress, exercise, and nutrition, right? And so everyone's potentially got a different goal in terms of, what they want out of their body. Are they focused more on, like, they want certain muscles a little bit nicer looking, or do they want, they're more focused on, they want to lose some body fat, whatever it is. So you want to work on all those ends as best as possible. And so a lot of education component for that, at least with what I do. So yeah, so those are kind of the top 3. So the first one being the flexibility of it, so the client can kind of do it, when time makes sense, and doesn't have to necessarily hold to doing a workout with a trainer, at a certain location, certain time. And then 2, sort of developing that self-efficacy and the system around what you're doing, and building that kind of self-discipline that when motivation wanes, you can rely on. And then 3, the educational component. So, understanding more, what you're doing and why, so that 1, it builds on the self-efficacy, because you'll potentially be, more disciplined, because you have a deeper understanding of what you're doing and why. And then 2, if you kind of have a better understanding of the principles, then when you go and apply those principles to maybe something you haven't necessarily experienced before, you have a greater chance of being successful, as opposed to if you just kind of had a plan thrown at you. I guess the thought something I just thought of is when you kind of have just like, here's a 6-week meal plan. So it just tells you this is what you eat. That's fine and dandy. And if those are all things that you love to eat, you don't mind eating those for, long, over a long period of time, then maybe that's fine. But a lot of people, that's just not really going to work, because they're not really understanding of, what the choices are and, why. So those are the main 3 for online coaching, fitness coaching. It's a little bit of a self-serving live today, but yeah. So if you got questions about it for me, you could just shoot me a message, drop a comment in the down below, and just let me know what you think, or if you want to learn more about how maybe this might help you in whatever you're trying to do. Anyways, I hope you have an awesome Thursday. Now I gotta think of a T. Terrific. I think I already used that on Tuesday. Man, there's not like a tangy. Have a tangy Thursday. Peace.